straight, the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Total weather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hilton. Quick step and go. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
On the run, it's Coffee. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Right on the money. There he goes. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's got the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
That early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
With the catch, it's Hall. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. On the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Fires into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Iowa. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Coffee. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held onto it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Just keep giving them the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the right. Snowed under by the defense.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got it in the middle. It's Hilton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws to the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Throws to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolute shame. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Turning it on. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good move.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still in the 3. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Gets it out fast. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete out of the backfield. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A strike downfield.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just Get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Working on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Right on target this time. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not his natural form. They don't make awkward body catches as gracefully as some of these other guys, and it's sometimes harder for them to stay on his feet. Let him work. Get him the ball in the chest. Nice job bailing out his QB, but the QB's got to return the favor.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Tight end finds a soft spot. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up. They get through, and it's blocked. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast. Quickly to the tight end.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Denmark. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. They'll run it. It's James. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Western Kentucky. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air. It's St. Clair. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And the Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Black. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab over the middle.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. He runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. Not going to get there as this defense makes a stand.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to pass. It's Duggar. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes the easy completion. Plows through the defense. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Off-play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Finds his man, it's Coffey. Turns it on in midfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't damage.
Oh, he's got some space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain. Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on the defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Snags it quickly on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Sprinting away. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's St. Clair. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Ernie on the Jets. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they're putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up by 19 over Wake Forest. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. Rides to back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
To the air, it's St. Clair. A lot of defenders around on that screen. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll move the tight end. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around and they'll have to go back to work. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Iowa! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Off the play fake. Wide open downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. So now it's 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Caught near the sticks. It's Denmark. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. It's Hilton. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it impossible. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense,